Alright, managed to get ourselves a hard clue casket here and see what we get. Pretty standard. 184k. Not too bad, not too bad. Yo, how's it going, guys? And welcome to episode 2 of my Ironman series. I'm just starting off the episode here with a little fletching. Still working towards that 85 fletching. Almost have enough supplies banked to get to 85. And then I can use all the magic logs that I've been getting from Wyverns. But there is 82 fletching, and hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Just hit 85 woodcutting. I actually now have enough U-logs to go ahead and finish off 85 fletching. However, I do need to do lunars first so I can string all my bowstring, because that'll be a lot less tedious than actually doing it like lumbridge. So yeah, I gotta get around to doing that. But yeah, now I can stop woodcutting. I can do some fishing if I need some AFK. But yeah, there's 85 woodcutting, a pretty nice level to hit. Decided to do another Wyverns trip. I'm only going to be doing 5k bolts this time, so it's going to be a lot shorter, but there is the first range level of the trip, 83 ranged. The prayer XP from here actually really starts to add up if you stay for a while. There is 65 prayer, getting closer to that 70 prayer mark. Just hit 84 range. It's going to be the last range level of the trip. Only have about 1k bolts left. Alright, so I just finished my Wyvern trip, went to the bank to grab my Slayer helm, see how many I killed. 1462, so that's about 410, I think, since I started the trip. So let's just do another price check here. Get rid of my natures, firings, my robin. So yeah, that's about 4.9 mil. I think that, I'm not sure exactly, but that's got to be around 12k per kill, maybe a little more this time. So yeah, very, very good. Gonna keep doing trips here and there to work on that visage, as I really want that. Be really nice for solo bossing in the future. But yeah, another good trip, a lot of good items, and the range level is getting up there too. So I only have 3 glories right now. I lost one when I died, and I did mount one in my house as well. So I need some more glories. Only problem is I am 75 crafting, so I still need a +5 boost. I want to start rune crafting with the Abyss. I'm always short on natures and cosmics. I need like 9,000 natures for all the U-logs and magic logs I have in my bank. Then I also need some for that turn flax into bowstring spell. So I have a bunch of crystal keys. So this is going to be a lot more glories, but like I said, I need a +5 boost, and I really don't want to do that. So I might look into going for the Fury soon and just banging out some crafting levels after I get Lunar Diplomacy done. But yeah, here's the loot from 11 crystal keys, I think. Yeah, so 349k, I think that's like 30k per key, so pretty average. Another amazing thing about Wyverns is you do get a bunch of adamant bolts, diamonds, and rubies. So yeah, those turn into diamond bolts and ruby bolts. Fortunately, I do need some cosmics to enchant these, but that is alright. I might do some rune crafting soon. But yeah, these will be amazing for some solo bossing, as I might try to do some Venenatas soon, and obviously they'll be great for Sarah solos down the road. Just hit 55 rune crafting while rune crafting some cosmic runes. I'm also very low on cash, so I did need some cosmic runes so I can make some air battle staffs. So I can alch those, because I have a bunch of battle staffs in the bank, so that'll be some really nice cash once I get done with that. Alright, so we just hit 77 magic while charging some air orbs. This is another nice positive that I can take from dying. I can now do the air battle staffs instead of fire, so I can make the most of all my battle staffs. But yeah, there's 77 magic. Fortunately, all this crafting supplies is only going to get me 1 level, but there's 76 crafting. So now if I wanted to boost for those glories, it'd be a little less tedious, but yeah, I have a bunch left, but unfortunately it's not going to give me a level. So yeah, I'm going to finish these off and then alch them. It should give me like 4 million plus GP from this. 4.7 mil from that, that's not bad at all. Now I have some spending money, shouldn't have to worry about GP for a while now. Alright, so I have upwards of 7,000 iron ore from all the Wyvern trips I've been doing. And since I've been doing a bunch of AFK on this account anyway, I figured it'd be pretty useful to turn these all into steel bars and then into cannonballs from there. So yeah, that should be about 28,000 cannonballs when I'm done. I got all the coal from Kingdom. I didn't feel like buying it out from shops, that would take forever. So I got all the coal from Kingdom, and then iron ore, like I said, from the Wyverns. So yeah, that should speed up my Slayer quite a bit. But there is the first smithing level I'll be getting from these. Hopefully we get a bunch of smithing levels. But yeah, there's 67 smithing. This is going to be the second smithing level I'm going to be getting. 68 smithing. Can I make myth plate bodies, which is really nice. I don't know how many myth bars I'm going to be getting in the future on this account, but if I get a bunch, that'll be some really nice alchemals. I really don't like the blast furnace, but thankfully this is the last inventory for all these steel bars, so I won't have to come back for a while. But yeah, now we can go ahead and turn these all into cannonballs. So surprisingly enough, I hadn't done the dwarf cannon quest yet. I needed to complete that before I could make the cannonballs. Figured while I'm here, might as well buy the cannon. See, there's the cannon. Costs 800k. Already burning through this 4.7 mil that I just had. Just about done making all the cannonballs here. There is 71 smithing. That's the last level I'm going to be getting, obviously. So I got from 68 to 71 smithing for making all these, which is not bad at all, actually. Because once I get to 73, I can actually make my own adamant bolts, which I do have quite a bit of addy bars, and a lot of things drop noted addy bars, like Wyverns and avian seas. So yeah, that'll be really nice. I won't have to rely on Wyverns for adamant bolts in the future. But yeah, there's over 29,000 cannonballs. That'd be really, really nice for some Slayer. Alright, so now that I'm going to be getting back to Slayer, I figured it'd be a great time to go ahead and unlock Jad tasks. My levels are getting up there, so I'm looking pretty newbie without that fire cape, and I got the tank legs and everything, so yeah, once I get that task, I'll attempt to get my fire cape. I think I'm also going to unlock Lizardman task, so I can plug away at the Dragon Warhammer grind. I also can unlock like a boss, but I think I'm going to wait on that, just because don't really have the proper gear yet exactly, so yeah, no Jad task there. Aberrant Spectre's going to test out the cannon. Jeez, this Superior Aberrant Spectre is massive. But yeah, the cannon's going really nice. I'm going to use my cannon on every task that I don't do in Kren. So yeah, the cannonballs won't last too long, unfortunately. No imbued heart from the Superior are there. I really hope I get one of those before I do Zulrah. Alright, so I had an elite clue and a hard clue that I couldn't do in the bank. So once I got my medium and my easy, I decided to go turn them all in for a master clue. And unfortunately, I can't do the first step of the Master Clue. I have to wear full Black Dragon hide on Antrana, so therefore I have to craft it myself, and I do need 84 crafting for that. However, I'm not going to drop it though, because I think I'm going to go for the Fury soon. And once I get the Fury grind over, I'll obviously be able to make this on my own. So that really does suck though, because it's the first step, so I most likely won't be able to complete the clue anyway. But yeah, that's something that we can be working towards in the future. Just got another black mask. I want to say that's my 6th or 7th. After my first black mask, I think I've gotten one around every 200 kills, so it's pretty lucky. Pretty close to defense level as well, so I'll be back with that. Yeah, there's the defense level. There is 81 defense. I want to say that got me a combat level as well. Yep, there is 107 combat. Just hit 81 fishing here while catching some sharks. Now that I'm done woodcutting, I'm going to be doing a lot of AFK fishing. I started at monks, and I figured I might as well do some sharks. I know it's like terrible XP, but I'm going to be doing a lot of bossing in the future, and I'm going to be using sharks for that. I know Zulrah gives some, but I don't plan on doing Zulrah until I get a trident, and that's a long ways away. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of AFK sharks. Just testing out my gilded altar. I have a bunch of big bones from Kurasks, and I really want to get 70 prayers, so I'm just using these up. Just about to hit 67 prayer. I should have enough bones banked to get 68. I have some Dagonoth bones, but I think I'm going to be using those on the Ectofunctus so I can get the max XP, since I'm not going to be collecting too many Dag bones. So I'm just finishing up my Dagonoth bones and some other bone meal that I already had. Each Dagonoth bone meal gives 500 XP, which is pretty insane. But yeah, here is 68 prayer. That's the last prayer level I'm going to be getting from all these. So yeah, I just need to grind a little more Slayer, and I should be able to get 70 prayer pretty quickly. Alright, so I got myself my first Lizardman task. I'm going to be doing all these tasks at the Shamans. Probably won't do them in the multi area until I get a blowpipe, but who knows, if we're lucky, maybe we'll get a Dragon Warhammer before then. Just got a Dragon Med Helm from the Shaman. Surprisingly, that's the first one I've got on the account, so I'm not too salty about it. It's probably not even that rare, because I think it's only 1 in 16 to hit the rare drop table at Shamans. But I'm not sure if I need that for a clue or anything, but I guess it's a unique item, so I'll take it. Did manage to get this hard clue scroll from that Shaman task, but one thing that I was looking forward to when I died was that I'd be able to do all the hard clue scrolls, but I've actually gotten 3 in a row where I've needed a Rune Heraldic Shield, so I've had to drop them, so yeah, that's been pretty annoying. However, I did manage to complete this medium clue, so let's see what we get. 20k, that's pretty good for a medium clue, I think. But yeah, I already got that Jad task. Didn't take long at all since I unlocked it. I'm actually pretty excited to do this. I've only done Jad on like a max main with like max gear, so it should be pretty interesting. I mean, I know what I'm doing, so shouldn't really have any problems at all. But yeah, so let's do it. Alright, so this is my inventory and gear setup. I got my tank set up, so when I have to tank the Rangers, I'll be wearing this. When I'm just camping, Prey Mage on the the majors, or on the 360s, I'll just be switching to that for prey bonus and a little more accuracy. Got a bunch of purple sweets that I've got from clues, got a couple of range pots, bunch of prayer pots, some sharks, and the Ring of Wealth, so I'm guaranteed the Jad pet. So let's go. Alright, so I made it to the 360s, wave 31. Doing really good on supplies, really haven't touched them at all, but that's really what's supposed to happen. You're really not supposed to use any supplies until you start having to pray against the 360s, but yeah, doing good so far. I'm actually going to get a Slayer level here. Yeah, 78 Slayer. It's going alright. I've actually made a few mistakes. I'm glad I brought the purple sweets. I would have died if I didn't have... Well, I probably would have died. Not yet, but... I accidentally turned my prey off against one of the 360s before it died, and it hit me for like back-to-back 45s, and luckily I tick 8 it with a purple sweet. I was like 2 HP. So yeah, I almost died, but luckily I didn't. I'm kind of going through more food than I would have liked to. I'm a little rusty at this, haven't done it for a while, but we should be fine on prayer and food as well, as long as I don't make any stupid mistakes. Alright, so we're just about to start wave 60. I think besides Jad, this is probably the most challenging wave. There's 2 rangers, perfect start, ranger spawned right next to me. Got my tank here on for waves like this. But yeah, perfect start. Can get kind of messy if you don't get good spawn, but I think this is actually like the perfect spawn because I got the melee trapped out there too behind the other ranger. So yeah, this is, like I said, probably the most challenging wave besides Jad, and it looks pretty dang easy probably from you guys, but yeah, this is probably the best spawn you can get. So yeah, I did get pretty lucky. Just about to start wave 62, the wave before Jad. If you guys didn't know, pay attention to where the orange 360 spawns, because that's where Jad will spawn. So yeah, actually that's my favorite spot. That's just south of the Italy rock, so you can safe spot Jad, or I mean just hide from Jad in the beginning. So yeah, that's actually my favorite spawn. So I got fairly lucky again. I want to say I only have 1 purple sweet left, but I do have 4 sharks left and plenty of prey pots, so should be alright. So we did it, got the fire cape. Actually took me longer than I thought it would. It took me 80 minutes, which is pretty dang long, but well worth it. I had plenty of prayer left. Used a lot of my food. I guess I was using broad bolts the whole time. I did kind of forget to bring diamond bolts for a switch for Jad, but it was no big deal. Got the fire cape. But with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Here are the stats, going to pull them up on screen. Looking pretty good. Made a bunch of range gains this episode, a lot of smithing, random skilling, slayer, stuff like that. And most importantly, as you just saw, we just did get the fire cape, so that's pretty sweet. I should have a new hardcore video out in the next couple days, so bear with me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it so much.